Hi, I'm Sanjay.
I'm Razwan.
I'm Daniel,
And I'm Shreyas.
and we are the Sterling Dreamers. First, we would like to introduce you to our co-designer, Miss Kirk. She's the loving grandmother of one of our fellow team members and loves to enjoy time with her family. However, daily activities such as getting up from seated and floor positions were difficult because of her arthritis and knee and back pain.
So, our goal is to modify and improve the standard cane to better accommodate our co-designer's arthritis and back pain in daily activities.
The iterative design process. We began by sitting down with Miss Kirk and asking her about her arthritis as well as her knee and lower back pain. She also mentioned the struggles while using her current cane. After our interview, we determined that a customized cane would be best. We then went on to brainstorm and research various gel-like materials and handles that we could use. We decided that a 3D printed secondary handle would be best to help Miss Kane get up from the seated as well as a kneeling position. Next, we prototyped our design and then tested the materials to see which one relieved the most pain for the arthritis in her hands. We finally redesigned based on our testing, using especially thick grips and adding a pouch to help Miss Kirk carry anything else like water, her phone, or keys.
Our first design was faulty because of its bulky design and weight. Additionally, our co-designer stated that the handle would be uncomfortable to use and would hurt her wrist. On our second design, we moved to a lighter pre-bought cane and added a 3D printed grip with barbell grips on both the printed and existing grip. This was rejected by the user because she thought that the grip should be on the other side of the cane. Additionally, the wrist rest idea wasn't feasible. We tried to design a new wrist rest, but this was also rejected because Miss Kirk stated she didn't like how the design would integrate into the cane. Moreover, the design was a hindrance when not being used in the imagined configuration. In our final design, we didn't include a wrist rest and used barbell grips for the existing and 3D printed handles. These are perfect as they have a good texture and are wide enough for her hand not to close, making them extremely comfortable. As you can see here, the 3D printed grip was designed in CAD to the exact specifications of our cane in order for it to fit and be sturdy. The 3D printed grip was attached using a threaded rod that went through the grip and the cane. Our last addition was adding a pouch for our co-designer to store anything important. The location of the pouch makes it ideal for using at any height and makes it easily accessible during an emergency.
This is a demonstration of our product.
Our final product resembles closely to our final design. On the picture on the right, you can see the final product and its grips and additional grip. Our co-designer was very pleased with how the cane came out, as well as its height, which could adjust to her preference.
The first GIF showcases that the cane can be used to get up from a sitting position. The 3D printed grip adds extra stability and makes this operation more simple. The second GIF shows how the handle is in a perfect position as to allow our co-designer to push off it and get up from the ground without hurting her back. The last GIF shows that the cane can still be used typically and the additions do not deter from its normal functionality.
Conclusion and future plans.
So, what's next for us in the product? Miss Kirk rejected the armrest as we previously mentioned since she thought it was a hindrance when she didn't need it. She specified to us that she didn't need forearm support all the time, so having this armrest was annoying. She still thought it was a good idea for when she needed it, so she recommended that we find a way to make it detachable and adjust the dimensions and design of it. For long days or long walks, she would need support, but she doesn't really need it when moving around the house. We also want to experiment with more grips and look at ways that we can potentially make the cane more stable.
Things we learned. First and foremost, we learned the importance of developing a plan from the beginning. Setting objectives for ourselves allowed us to continue to make progress week by week and avoid roadblocks. We also learned the importance of getting feedback, and we were lucky to be able to ask Ms. Kirk her opinions about our ideas and designs at any time since she was the grandmother of one of our team members. One example of this was when we were originally developing a handle to help Ms. Kirk get up from seated positions, but then she also told us about the difficulties she had with that handle from getting up from the floor. We also learned that by going through the engineering design process multiple times, we could create a more refined final product that was best for our co-designer.
During this project, we were able to practice applying our engineering skills in combination with our soft skills. We're in an engineering focused pathway at our school, so we learned skills like CAD and using machinery. But with this project, we were able to focus on using other skills like speaking with our customer, planning, and developing products. Thank you, and we'd be happy to take any questions that you have.